Reserve time. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Dazzle.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Dark Seer.
Radiant team pick.
All good, my friend. Let's see what Alliance can do this game with first pick Dazzle. They were trying to get it both games before, I think, but Secret did their homework, banned both Wisp and Dazzle.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting. Vega opting to take out the Lunas, probably watching the last game, I would imagine. You know, that Shadow Demon Luna strategy that they ran in the first one, maybe a little bit afraid of that coming out, but instead, it's going to be the Ember Spirit, a hero that Secret were able to prioritize each of the previous 2 games that we watched in that other series. So I think that there's, like, in your opinion, is there a mentality thing there? You're a team, you just lose out pretty heavily to one hero 2 times in a row, and then you want to play it yourself?
Well, Alliance need to reset themselves. They take a small break, and I think they're fine. They're all professional players playing quite some time, and I think Loda's experience will give them that. You just go from the scratch like nothing happened.
Yeah.
But as goes for Ember Spirit, they didn't want Vega to have it because of that Darkseer Ember Spirit combination, and I think they're also pretty familiar with Ember Spirit plays by themselves as well.
It's another one of those heroes for Limp, I would imagine, that he probably feels pretty comfortable on. Again, he likes those mobile, ganking type of heroes, and this Veil Ember Spirit build, it tends to be that style of play. That being said, Vega Squadron now, you have your Darkseer, Earth Spirit, a pretty strong roaming combo. Well, I shouldn't say roaming combo. Earth Spirit roaming, and then roaming into Darkseer's lane with an Ion Shell on top of him and causing trouble. So, already banning out the Juggernaut, they take away that survivable carry, and ended up being something that Vega could exploit if Alliance don't take somebody that's pretty strong.
Well, they removed the Jugger because it's good on lane against Darkseer, and he can survive that Earth Spirit Darkseer combo you were talking about later on as well, and it suits Alliance playstyle. It's one of their favorite heroes, I think, Loda's favorite one. Sven on the lane is really weak against Darkseer as a melee hero that doesn't have any magic reduction or whatsoever. It's just not an option in my head.
Turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think those heroes suit him well. Maybe something like a Necrolite can do well. Yeah. They don't need to ban the axe since Vega picked the Darkseer. So it's all good. I was thinking about it, but Alliance pretty ballsy to pick Dazzle as a first pick. And there's still an axe in the pool. It's not exactly a counter, but it really helps a lot. If you miss a dunk, then it's pretty useless.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
That is correct. Alliance might actually go for Shadow Demon, maybe even a Terror Blade. That's one of the Lotus heroes as well.
Disruptor.
Alliances.
They
turn
can
to
be on the lane easily, especially if Terror Blade makes Helm of the Dominator plus Dazzle Heal coming out, but it's not what we're gonna see.
Radiant team pick. Five seconds remaining.
So much magic damage coming out from Vega right now, and it's only 3 heroes, and only these 3, if they execute their combo really well, it's gonna be a disaster for Alliance.
Alliances turn to pick.
Necrophos.
Radiant team.
Yeah, I
back.
call Terror Blade as well, but still don't have 100% prediction rate. A lot of counter picking going on. Ember. After that, you see a Disruptor, which in my opinion is one of the best heroes against him. Then you have Ursa Spirit trying to counter Ember Spirit. Not Ursa Spirit, whatever. Okay, that's a new one. Ursa against Ember Spirit. And then you have a Necro,
Alliances
which is
turn to
really good
back.
against Ursa. Because Ursa can't hit him, he has a natural Ghost Scepter in Ghost Shroud. So
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
well, they need maybe one stun, something on an off lane. Maybe okay, Nyx Assassin was banned. Maybe a Bat Rider. Or maybe an Underlord, or Underlord with Dazzle and Necro and all that heal. Might be good as well.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah. Well, for Vega, they might go for... they need to see the last pick, and they need to have... they need to predict the lanes of Alliance. If it's gonna be Ember mid, then there's Ursa on mid. They can put Necro on mid against Ursa, then Necro has an upper hand. But they might still go for, I'm seeing Obsidian Destroyer, Outworld Devourer, whatever. OD for Vega, yeah. Alliance needs offlane hero.
I wouldn't mind seeing a Sand King either. That might be a good way because you can have it as the pick off, but it also provides you a little bit of that team fight. That way, Vega Squadron can't always just threaten high ground continuously with impunity.
Died.
10 seconds remaining.
It's not gonna happen.
No, there's no way.
Mirana.
No Tide Hunter. That's not going to happen.
That's the old Alliance.
Yeah, right. There it is.
Tide Hunter, nice
Good,
pun.
Mirana, meanwhile, is going to be the take. So another pretty great answer here. Arrow moving around, and I guess that the thought here is you're going to have the off-lane Mirana with a Pudge, probably.
They might also play Pudge on offlane, just trying to pull the creeps on dire side.
Reserve time.
Maybe just get some XP and Mirana roaming
10
around.
seconds remaining.
That can also work, but it's probably gonna be an offlane Mirana. Just
Slog.
watching some options. Nah. I think everyone hates to play against Slark.
I also never play him very much, but very strong in terms of, you know, once you get going and staying on top of targets and being able to weave in and out of the fight. And with all of the team fight that Vega already has, it feels like he can just come in and run cleanup on everybody.
But they have good
After the
heroes
fact.
against Slark in Pudge, Necro, and Ember Spirit. They can hit him while he's being under ultimate. We'll see Ursa being mid against Ember Spirit.
Yeah, it is going to be Jonas on that Mirana, so not
there it
a
is.
great surprise.
Yeah, Pudge offlane.
Oh, it's gonna. That he's more like roaming around. Is Jonas just gonna like hit the camps, or do you think he can stay in lane at all?
Well, yeah, sorry, it's gonna be an offlane Mirana. They both have wind lace, so Mirana's just gonna try to be at bottom if use some arrows on the creeps near his shrine, heal up, get some levels, try to shoot some arrows mid maybe, get some...
I just want to mention real quickly for Alliance as we get another pause coming out. Something? Okay. Who's unpausing? He asked for pause, right?
Yeah.
All right, there's some problems going on here. I'm not exactly sure what is going on, but I'm sure it'll be fine. But what I was going to mention is that when we saw Liquid playing this, someone's headset strangled them. Sounds like there's some internal conflicts going on in Alliance after that last game, but we did see...
But it's just a headset. It's all good.
Exactly, yeah. Nothing ever bad came from headsets. So Loda is going to be up here in this top lane. When Matama Man was playing it, you basically never ran into issues where he could get killed. The hero is so survivable in lane that after the first couple levels, getting that Ghost Shroud up, EGM could probably head off either to other areas to try and gank or pull out the creep wave, and Loda will always survive long enough to be able to get like a TP rotation in.
Yeah, plus he has a Dazzle this time, so it's a lot more heal coming out.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be pretty impossible to kill that Necro.
Yeah. And you see here the Seneko Earth Spirit is keeping his eyes on that mid lane, see if Limp is gonna bring something out to him on the courier. Still ways away from the bottle, but there isn't really a great place for Seneko to go outside of just being there as Disruptor. Jonas find him? Huh. Okay. Fine and dandy.
Yeah.
Not exactly. What is Disruptor the one that now wants to sit here for the courier snipe? I guess?
His Disruptor is a ward right now, blocking the camp.
Oh,
Being
okay,
smoked, being invisible, that's a sentry ward, Disruptor.
Got it. I understand now. I get what you're saying. Looks like also they're going to have Seneko move in now to help out against this lane. While Necro is nigh unkillable, EGM not so much. That being said, Seneko did not have Ion Show when he rolled in, and so it's just going to end up sort of battling here, and Hanskin in the area too. They need to be careful. So
we saw some fancy build on Dazzle from EGM yesterday, maxing Poison Touch.
Oh man, and now in some trouble though. Arrow connects on the Seneko. Well played by Jonas. They are going to be able to find that first blood.
And Hook
and they
out.
find a hook too. Slowed up,
That's
not going to be able to get out of there. That
second
is
kill.
going to be a kill. Loda is going to find it, but all set up by Hanskin as well as Jonas. You don't expect the offlane Mirana to rotate into your lane.
Exactly. Well, he didn't have anywhere to go. The Slark was just keeping the lane at the tower and didn't see a Disruptor body blocking that camp.
Oh, and Mag back in again. They have another hook. He's not going to be able to get out of this one. If I was Mag right now, I'd be so
You
upset.
would leave the game, right?
Go to your lane, Jonas. Stop. Leave me alone. This isn't fun anymore.
There is bottom, TPing to Shrine.
I guess though, when she gets both of her camps blocked throughout those early levels, there's not really much else you can do, so pays him back a little bit. Rotation in towards mid. G is trying to man up. They have the shackles. Oh, not quite on the mark, but they're going to bring 4 heroes again. Alliance, they don't care. They're just running all over the place.
These 4-man gangs are paying off, and it's 4-0. 4 seems like to be a lucky number of Alliance.
But so is it really though? Because like it's kills going their way, 750. They're leaving Slark completely alone bottom to free farm. Sioma's been able to pull consistently, and Ursa's, despite the fact he just got killed off, still leading in CS above Ember slightly. Like, are these rotations worth it, or are they sacrificing by making them?
Well, it's what they needed to do because the camps are blocked and Slark would free farm anyway. They're just pressuring the tower so much with those pools. They had 3 or 4 creep waves even there. So the tower is at 400 HP. Yeah. But bottom is level 4. It's good, still good for Alliance.
Okay. Normally when I think about like 4-man ganks, it doesn't end up being worth it, but I guess in this instance, you know.
Well, it's not just the ganks, it's also because a lot of gold is shared in the XP from those kills, but still they secure free farm for their necro. And mid is doing also great considering the matchup.
Snako a little off the mark there with that Earth Spirit. Limp was just going to back out, and of course all because of that Observer Ward placed on the high ground, and now G actually maybe in a little bit of trouble. Handskin gonna keep running around and trying to find the kill. Actually, they are bringing in Sioma, but Glimpse wasn't quite in range.
Loda going for Arcane Boots, might turn into a mech and the Guardian Greaves after that, or he can just keep it casual, maybe save it for late game, go Octarine Core from it. We'll see.
Yeah. And you do have Mag as well, who's building back into the Soul Ring, gonna have that up soon. So it's not necessarily terrible up here after those first initial deaths. It could have been a lot worse for Darkseer, but he's level 4. He's getting what he needs to get, at least to some extent, and can maybe eventually rotate back into the jungle too as these camps respawn.
It's the price you pay once you die on and off lane.
Jonas? He's gonna end up dropping right there. Just walked forward into Ditya, and I guess I thought he could be able to get out from there.
They'll get
says
tier,
no.
Yeah, they will get tier 1 bottom tower now. It's at 5 minutes. That's really fast.
I don't know if this is the right play. They're gonna glimpse Loda back out.
Loda.
He can't get the deny. And now Arrow, Ditya, he didn't actually get his Dark Pack off. They're gonna be able to find him. He's stunned forever. Oh, the hook. Oh, no, Handskin. Oh man, the pounce was just right on the mark.
Some good plays there. Earth Spirit kicking.
Snako's still in trouble though. Arrow, very fire. And now rolling away. So they do manage to get the deny on the tower, bringing 3. God. It is at least somewhat into the favor of Vega after those past couple of minutes getting the tower. But Alliance just seem to want to keep on fighting. They're going back in with Pudge. They got EGM here as well. They could find a catch onto G. This would be a pretty big pickoff for them.
Yeah, they just smoked, so they're trying to find a kill on mid lane. Dazzle keeping one of his kill points to see if the grave is needed. Might go for that build from yesterday, maxing poison touch if there's no need for grave in a fight.
God, they're really being patient about this. Although you have to imagine that Vega realized something is up. Nobody is in this bottom lane right now. Jonas completely free to farm, and Disruptor, yeah, the smoke breaks. He's going to try and juke away from any hooks that could come. They draw on a kinetic field as well. They are going to end up sending him back and away, and that should mean that Disruptor is fine. Well, Seneko rolls forward, catches onto Handskin. There's the Ion Shell on top of the Earth Spirit as well. G turns the fight, and they find that kill as well.
There's a 4-man from Vega Squadron. Seems like it's working for both teams. Going as 4.
It's a unique idea too, because it means that your Slark can keep on farming until he gets into the Shadow Blade, and they have such good team fighters early that you're not losing as much by not having that hero there.
Loda trying to go for 4 staff, now decides to go for a mech.
Skin 1. wants this bad. Drop down one ward to keep their eyes on everybody, and Mag. Oh, they ping it out. He spotted him just barely.
Yeah.
So Mag should back out now. Go off to the jungle, and that is a wasted rotation. They actually get him in the jungle? Oh,
Ursa
man.
had the time to cast ult. I don't know why he didn't.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
The second Starfall wouldn't deal that damage.
Well, Ditya, in the meantime, has been the benefactor of all of this movement around the map. I mean, Loda, too, he's caught up, but that double kill certainly inflated his gold as well. I like this movement, Sioma. Level 4, able to stick in lane. Maybe now they're going to be able to roll in, and they get the silence onto Limp. He's in trouble, stun as well, and shows just how quickly that can come out.
Oh, I thought the mid lane would be in favor of Ursa, but Ember Spirit keeping the farm. 35 to 41 CS, pretty even.
Pretty impressive stuff from Limp, definitely. And it's also, you know, the Mirana has been able to keep up and farm with the Darkseer. Imagine that's the first couple team fights will determine it. How do you see those going down, outside of, I guess, just Pudge hitting hooks?
We saw Alliance Pudge yesterday. It was against who? My brain is freezing at the moment. We casted it as well against Liquid. Yeah, they won that game just by the Pudge plays. Well, Alliance needs to keep an eye on Roche because Ursa. If they win a fight with Ursa in the next couple of minutes, they're just gonna go straight Roche. If Ursa lives, of course.
We are also seeing this group up play here as EGM ready to back up their Ember Spirit if they happen to dive him again. And also Ditya, at least for now, has queued up an Echo Saber, so he's somewhat comfortable trying to just go into a straight fighting build as opposed to trying to pick people off. I don't know if he's going to continue with that.
That's interesting. A lot of people seem to go for one item, then decide not to go, just to fool around with us. Oh, bottom.
Yeah, they span it out. So Ditya not going to get caught.
Yeah, check the Dazzle's build. It's 3 levels in Poison Touch on level 5. Not a single point in Grave.
And that might end up coming back to haunt him as G is invis right next to Limp. Doesn't look like they want to go on it though. Disruptor does now have level 6, so this might be the time, or maybe they want to use it for more of a group up fight, but Loda has the mechanism. They're walking in. You have wall for Mag as well, and he's going to pick up a TP now and be ready to head in towards mid as well. Ditya. He has a TP also. You think they fight this?
Yeah, they will. They probably will, even though I think Alliance is stronger, especially if they get a hook on someone.
Alright, they got to be careful. The Sioma drops it down. They are going to catch one, but not quite onto Loda. They hook out somebody, but not actually going to be able to get any of the other heroes out of that static storm. So buyback from the Ember Spirit. He wants to get back into the fight. Chasing forward. Remnants don't hit onto anybody, actually. They take down Ditya, which is a pretty big play, and going to be able to pull back in Sioma. G turns to fight, takes down Limp. Oh, man, this is going to look really bad now. Going to try and go for another hook, a kill onto G. He does manage to die. So that fight I thought was going to look better if Seneko could have hit some type of combo, but now Jonas hitting onto Mag, and they have the silence, so it doesn't matter. He's still going to go down. A really strange fight.
Yeah, dieback
what the heck
Alliance.
just happened?
Well, Alliance was counting on them to go on Ember Spirit and then hook him out of the Disruptor ulti, but they didn't do it. So someone, I think Earth Spirit, moved in front and blocked the hook path.
Saw that in tiny detail. Really sorry about that, folks. That was not supposed to happen. I don't know how that happened. But we move on to bigger and greater things. So nobody saw the whole little combination that came out. But 5-8 is the score. looks like it's going to be about a 1,500 gold swing and right around 2,000 experience as well.
Alliance thought they were stronger, but Vega pulled off a combo. And they didn't have the mech there. It's gonna come up in next 1 minute from Darkseer. But they're still strong. Loda wants to go for a 4-staff.
Well, in the meantime, G is going to be able to do this. It looks like the Roshan is going to start to fall. And it will end up falling. Alliance not ready to go in and contest that one.
I'm afraid for Ember Spirit this game. I'm not sure he's gonna be able to come back. There was a dieback last fight. He went in, died, then went in again and died. So, and now he's not farming much, only 900 gold on him.
Well, it looks like trying to solve all of these issues and figure out what the hell happened to that overlay. It turned into this like tiny little mini map on the screen.
Is it all right now?
It is all right now, but there's a 2-minute delay on streams. There's like 2 minutes where everybody just loses their shit. So that's great.
I think it's coming up in 5, 4, 3.
Yeah, that's right. Well, meanwhile, Jonas, they're Moonlight Shadowed. They're going to try and catch on to Ditya Ra here, and with a quick little jump, they drop the ulti. Is it enough to find the kill? No, it is. They pounce
Nice
out. He
combo.
actually pounced right in, and the Handskin finished him off.
Never refuse gold.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Bottom is really close to her Aghanims, only 800 gold away.
Radiant's
That is
That will-
crazy.
Yeah, that will mean a lot for Alliance.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Alan. Meanwhile, top lane, we've got Mag, Sneko, as well as G that are all pressuring the tier 1. It looks like we're also going to be seeing bottom lane going down too. And well, they want to come and fight this. This could be a really big play. If Sneko can find a good magnetize onto these heroes, the rest of the side is there though, and they've already found Mag away from the rest of his team. They're not going to be able to survive through the static storm. It's only onto Handskin. I don't know if it's nearly going to be enough. G trying to chase down Limp, who is going to throw out the chains to keep that little separation. A good magnetize on the 3 of them, and G, is he going to live through this? It looks like they've been able to turn it back around.
Aegis is up.
Now stun onto Loda, they pull him back out again. Handskin keeping his buddy alive, and Arrow going to connect onto Sioma as well. So there wasn't any mana, but there wouldn't be a glimpse no matter what.
Tower is under attack.
And
End of
Ember
the day.
Spirit died again.
Oh my god, the hook! Snake's pulled back in. But Handskin, yeah, he ends up just being hooked to his death. And Loda walks back in also. He has 17 wand charges with Ghost Shroud, so...
Yeah, but Ursa hitting him so hard.
Now
Brave
slowed
is
down.
ready.
Poison touch level 4. They are able to dodge away from the stun. Ember Spirit coming back in now. Controls Ditya Ra. Immediately dark packed off, and they glimpse back away. The Ember, he's at
seconds.
home. He's gone.
Reaper sight. Oh.
Fight continue. It's going to stop now.
Ursa got his Blink Dagger. Good timing. Dominator. Phase Boots Blink 15 minutes. 16.
Ends up being a 2-for-1 exchange. Around 500 gold swing into the favor of Vega. Over these next couple of minutes now, we've been seeing the Aghanim Scepter. It's not up yet for Alliance on Jonas, but when it is eventually there, how much does this change the complexion of these team fights?
It changes a lot in favor of Alliance. They're a bit behind because of Ember Spirit lacks a lot of farm, but once they get the Aghanim Scepter up, they can get some easy pickoffs as well. And Moonlight Shadow is ready again. Both TPs cancelled.
Yeah. They don't want to test it. Loda. Oh. They know that this is where the fight is going to come from, and they might actually be able to catch somebody out here. Ditya Ra, the Radiant are scanning, they don't see anybody. Now they realize that they're in the area, and they found Sneko right off the bat. He isn't going to die to that Reaper Scythe, but in the middle of all of it, G turns on a Loda. They're able to take him down already. Ditya also going to be able to bring down Handskin. Vega Squadron read that one so well, and Jonas has the Aghanims, but I mean, there's no way that they're going to be able to really contest this pressure up top.
Yep, good ulti from Disruptor coming out, so Necro couldn't use his Ghost Shroud, and a really weird build from Loda. He has maxed Heartstopper Aura instead of going for Ghost Shroud. First time seeing this.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I would be curious to know what the reasoning is behind that. Flips away Handskin again.
It's a really big difference. Movement slow 36% and duration 1.5 seconds more plus 12 seconds less cooldown. It's the spell you need to max after your Death Pulse.
I mean, it's clear that this was like a choice by him to make. Like, you don't accidentally level up 3 points at Heartstopper Aura, so that's not something that happens. But I'd be curious to hear what the rationale is behind it. I'm sure he has one.
In his head, yes, of course. But for the rest of us, I don't think there's a logical explanation to go for Heartstopper Aura.
We got Hansen scouting things out with Limp as well, and with the hook pulling back in Sioma, that should be another kill going their direction. And looking for a bit more, trying to find Mag.
Good setup for landing a 100% secure hook with Searing Chains.
Yeah, this was a actual strategy that people were using for a while. In the mid lane too, was like maxing chains first to get the 3-second ones, and then turning it into like Marana arrows. As Limp going to try and back out in a way, slowed down obviously, but we'll be able to escape from that one. And now
they're in trouble.
Out. LG, spotted, sniped, and pulled back in.
This is the second 4-step coming out from Alliance. On Pudge, plus they have one on the Necro.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And the Blink build for Slark, it's not often that you see these nowadays. Do you like the decision to go for that?
No, actually I do. I love the Echo Saber into Blink Dagger build, and now he's going for a BKB. Really smart of him, actually. Plus, when he has Iron Shell on him, it's with Blink Dagger. It's nice. Cool.
He's gonna be able to get the the Dark Pack off, and they immediately turn and just explode Handskin. So, who's really hooking who there? As the Static Storm, they pull back in Loda. He's in trouble too. Was able to get off the Ghost Shroud, and the heal coming in from the Mechanism as well as the Wand is tremendous, but not enough. The Vacuum Wall was, well, fortunately used down there as two, and Vega just kind of running over Alliance through these team fights, even though it's still even in the score net worth.
Yeah, Alliance being caught a few times, and Ember Spirit still struggling, only 6k net worth. He's what, 6th on the list. It's not that good. They really need to pull off some good hooks to get back into the game.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Dazzle is pretty farmed as usual, 0 deaths on him, and Solar Crest finished.
Yeah, that can definitely help too. With all of the damage that's coming out from right clicks, you throw that onto Necro in the midst of a fight, and suddenly you won't be able to burst that guy down.
Yeah, it's a really good item against both Slark and Ursa.
So,
well,
still, I'm wondering over the next couple of minutes now, like with the Solar Crest online and Roche going to be back up shortly, can Alliance go and try and secure that at least, or is it a little bit too scary with what Vega are throwing at them?
They don't have enough damage, right-click damage. None of their heroes deal any physical damage so far, so they don't have enough to do it. They might find the fight near Roche if Vega decides to go there, but they're not gonna go themselves.
Okay.
And we see a Ghost Scepter in quick buy for Necro, so it's gonna be a double Ghost. Let me check. 5 seconds duration almost, plus additional 4.
Yeah.
Well, he can almost be perma Ghost Scepter mode on.
When the cooldown goes down there.
Yeah.
That's crazy. They do have some magical damage that's pretty decent, and honestly, Slark is probably one of the better heroes for that as well. You do a decent amount with Dark Pact, and it's not as if Loda is incredibly... He only has 1100 HP.
Yeah, really questionable item choices on him, and skill build choices as well.
Now, it's still a hero that's new to Captain's mode in at least its most recent iteration, so trying to experiment, figure out well, at least experiment based off of what we've seen from other teams.
Well, it looks good on paper if you buy that extra Go Scepter. Two of their cores, both mid and carry, deal a lot of physical damage. So, and he bought it because of Disruptor. So when he sends him back and uses ulti on him, he can still use Go Scepter and doesn't die.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense there as well. So the problem that I'm seeing right now is that G is hitting their tower, and this is going to need to change pretty quickly if... yeah, they're going to back out now. Alliance back out. It looks like the rest of Vega will also retreat from that tower, and Dichira is not going to be caught here. They just kind of lack a lot of the lockdown that they need for that Slark, that like immediate jump.
Yeah, they only have Necro ult and that's it. Pudge ult maybe, but he can cancel that one. And plus he has a BKB right now. He can just go in and do whatever he wants in a fight, especially with that Blink Dagger build. He can position himself so good.
Oh man, and they just smoked right underneath this ward. So yeah, Vega is going to know that this has come in their direction, and we'll see if they're going to be able to react accordingly. Sioma there. Looks like Alliance are going to back out as everybody from Vega was around that spot. So smoke not working out. I gotta say, it's rough to have to play the 3 series in a row when you're people that you're going up against. You only have to do 1 game, but such is life.
Well, both Vega and Alliance seem to be struggling a bit in the past few days in StarLadder. It seems like they're on equal level.
Oh god, they smoked under the same ward. Oh man. Yeah, that is tough. Mako is stuck up on the high ground just to break the vision, and
nice play by Soneko.
This is hard to watch. Oh man. That was a rough couple of minutes there for Alliance. And now into Roche.
This was like playing Warcraft 3 with map hack.
Yeah.
That's the feeling.
They're gonna let the arrow hit Roshan so that way it's easier for them to take. And right now, Vega in a very comfortable position as they throw out the boulder smash, try and keep them back.
They can't go in.
Trying to. There's the mechanism. Vacuum wall onto 2, but it's a little bit off the mark with the static storm, so kind of sketchy. G did pick up the Aegis, and a lot of damage coming out. They might be able to bring these heroes down. They've already burned through the Aegis. Looking a lot better for Alliance now, and able to hook in one. Ditya is away from the rest of his team, and they find that kill with Limp. Huge BKB. Oh, now looks like Sioma not going to get caught by the arrow, but Jonas did a ton of damage in that fight, and they are finally going to be able to get that kill onto Sioma. So Alliance, what was a really rough couple of minutes, they're turning it around in dramatic fashion, and it's somewhat based off of this Mirana Ags.
That's exactly what they needed to do. Land some good hooks. Slark was slow on using that BKB, even had the ultimate on, and a little bit of misplay there, vacuum into wall, but the Disruptor missed the ultimate.
Yeah. And now a tier 3 tower going down. They do not have the Slark with them. This is looking like it could be, I mean, at least the tower, and they're trying to stick around for the barracks. We talked about their inability to close out the game in the earlier set, but the vacuum wall, maybe that's why they didn't want to do it before. Silence onto everybody. Oh no, Alliance. It was looking so good, but now it's so bad. Oh, Jesus Christ. Handskin also going to be able to get 1 kill off the back of it, and it looks like G is going to be able to run him down, gets the kill before the TP finishes, and they get the kill onto Jonas. Wowza!
Yeah, there was no wall used during the Roche fight. It might made a difference there, but now they pay the price for coming into the base, being so ballsy.
Now, and well, I really liked the call for them for a second there to go up and actually, like, you know, fully commit for the racks. It was what was lacking in those other games, but Vega respond quite well and able to. There's a good outcome there.
Yeah, that was a go without Slark, without Disruptor ult. Imagine if they land their combo correctly with Disruptor ult and Slark being alive.
Yeah, and I think that this is just a timing thing too, and a playstyle where Alliance right now, they can find the pickups really well, but it's a tough match if Vega do just group up and try and take those fights 5-on-5. So...
yeah, especially later on, it's gonna be so easy to execute it. The combo I was talking about. StarSeries still doesn't have his Blink Dagger.
Oh, Loda, the Ghost Scepter paying off for them. They're gonna try and hook him out. Not gonna end up happening. Loda is going to end up falling there. As Hanskin top of Ditchiara, they turn to fight. Right click's coming in. He is invis. Nice 4-step
Nice
away.
4-step.
And is not going to be able to get away. That was a tricky move by Hanskin. It didn't end up working out. Meanwhile, Marana arrow connects onto Sioma, but I don't have any way to stop it. So.
A little bit
2,000 gold swing.
A little bit of back and forth. We see Alliance winning, then we see Vega Squadron doing their thing.
Definitely. It's been very scrappy, and it feels like it's going to continue to be that way throughout the rest of this. Again,
any shenanigans this game?
I'm trying to stay away from it. Stop bringing up my past problems, you little turd.
I just love that word.
It's a great word. Sioma, or rather, Sioma and the rest of the side of Vega now are hitting the shrine for a moment, but they'll back out. So that is going to give them pretty clean access to the Roche or to the dire jungle and just farm it up.
Well, Loda has a Guardian Greaves, now is making Aghanim Scepter. That's the Aghanim Scepter is a core on this hero. I think he didn't need all of these items to be efficient, just needed that Aghanim Scepter earlier.
It looks like Alliance again are trying to find that pick-off, and fortunate reality is that is looking like Vega are responding in time. Trying to find a catch onto EGM, misses the pounce, still escaping, leaping out as well, and the poison touch will give them enough of a slow onto Tishira that I think everybody survives. So Hanskin does have a
She'll
TP.
just run away.
Oh, glimpse back in, has the Ghost Scepter going for the TP, but yeah, vacuumed, and that's going to be Jonas dying. Oh, Seneko, he spots him out, stun. Oh, Hanskin, he's going to end up getting caught out now, and this should be a kill. Ditchia also in the neighborhood, and that's really too bad. I think, I don't know, maybe he was trying to kill off the creep wave by rotting while he was going out that way and cutting it to help out his team, but you can understand the idea. It ended up being a little bit unlucky there.
I didn't see him. I was checking the bottom, but did he try to TP and got hit by a boulder?
He force staffed out into the lane and like it didn't fully go out of the lane, but Seneko found him and ended up getting the stun. So yeah.
So Seneko building a second pipe. All right, they have one on a Darkseer. Okay, weird.
It does still work now. You know, the little interaction there where you can pop it twice and give yourselves two of those little barriers. But is there anything else that you would have liked to see more on Earth Spirit in this game?
Well, maybe Lotus Orb would be nice against Pudge and Necro. Dazzle as well, who maxes Poison Touch.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he has Blink Dagger and Hand of Midas. He's gonna get some late game items as well. Plus, he's high level.
Is he gonna find another? No, okay. Ember Spirit's already out of there. You have up towards the top, Jonas. They're doing a good job of keeping these lanes pushed out, Alliance. How do you feel about when we get to the much later game scenarios? Is there any team that you feel like falls off a little bit or is more comfortable with going into that later game? Oh god, Sioma. Ooh. They have Limp, Silence there. They're going to glimpse him back into the Static Storm and is just right on top of... Oh, the hook out! Hanskin saves his buddy! Oh man, this is what they needed. His life. Now, he force-staffed into that one to get into range so he could save him. But you take that trade any day. Put up your Pudge instead of your Ember.
It was the last second. A nice hook from him there. No doubt about that. Pudge building a hook as well. So we're gonna have 3 pipes in this game. It's really rare to see.
And Alliance can try and push in this bottom lane. It's worth noting that that damage that comes out from Jonas, we haven't seen in full effect yet. A leap into the double Starstorm with everything else laid down on top of it. So we'll have to watch for that in the coming moments. Aghanim Scepter there for him. He pops the Enrage now. We'll probably back out until that's off cooldown. And I feel like they're actually even going to come all the way back home, as Jonas was threatening, and it would be kind of cool to see Disruptor end up placing a couple of wards out here, and they can get a glimpse back even after the jump. But meanwhile, fight over to the side. They found Limp. They pull him back out. He might end up dying as magnetized nonetheless.
Loda on the other side. They killed the Slar.
Jump forward. Nicely done. Okay, so two combinations going on. They are going to be ended up losing the Ember Spirit.
Yep, we got each other.
Over here to the side, Sioma has eyes. They drop the Disruptor ulti, going to glimpse him back in away from the Disruptor ulti. Loda trying to stay alive and has the Guardian Greaves, so he should be fine. The problem is, though, he actually can't TP away from this, because Seneko can always break it.
Yeah, but they have... Oh, the Lord is gonna die.
He's still in
They don't
this.
see him.
Wow. So only the one dust there.
Well, he removed the dust with the Guardian Greaves, that's why it didn't last long.
Right. And they immediately buy that gem as well for Sioma. At around 6,000 net worth lead for Vega. It's dropping back off again, though. How about talents? Are there any that are particular interest to check out in the game, you think? Estimation?
Oh, level 25 Dazzle, -6 poison touch cooldown, being
You always
max.
love talking about that.
1 second cooldown, poison touch. Well, he's level 16. Maybe we'll actually see it this game.
Oh, it's a possibility. A lot of these games have been going later. The 100 cast range already, too.
A gift from the
Slark ones aren't super interesting. Level 25 for him with the Pounce Leash is quite good, I feel.
Yeah, you can't move. It's 8 second cooldown, and it lasts 6.5 seconds.
Yeah, that's crazy. So, still tier 2 towers all gone across the map for both teams. Shrines are open to be taken, already having taken out the 2 Shrines of Alliance, but now a smoke up. Seneko the one leading the charge. They're all grouped up.
Popping smoke.
This would have been a really big catch. He gets the silence onto Loda right off the bat. They also throw out the magnetized G on top of him. He has a ghost up.
Nice
still
combo.
alive with a big combination. Is it going to be enough? Alliance, they're all caught in the static storm trying to run away. Hands get in trouble. Magnetize onto every damn person. A mega kill streak for G. They throw out the Reaper Scythe that kills off Seneko, but he did his job already. And now Mag gonna just try and run these guys down. Jonas is gonna be able to escape, but holy crap, that was a terrible fight for Alliance.
Perfect execution by Vega Squadron there. They hit the 3-man vacuum wall combo into Disruptor ult, plus Earth Spirit magnetize on 5 people. That's what they were looking for.
God.
Loda brought back.
Looks like they're content with just that. G not gonna get hit by that arrow as they go to finish
And
off
Roche is up.
Roche. That was pretty great. Like, Loda buys back, and you're still going to be able to go secure an objective. And they probably wouldn't have wanted to push high ground anyways, because it would have been a couple of seconds
They
away.
even smoke, so they won't have enough time to fight at Roche Pit. Vega's gonna take it.
Arrow not quite there. Loda's on the low ground. They are thinking about this. They glimpse him back in. Oh no. And well, there's a nice hook out. Okay, Hanskin helping out his team a little bit. He might end up sacrificing his life again. Jonas looking for the arrow initiation, finds it onto Mag. So there isn't going to be any vacuum in this one. Also an E-Blade comes out. He ends up getting the deny. All right, well, there's the vacuum. I eat my words. Is Loda going to try and run around? Graved back as well. He does have a lot trying to do it, but it's not nearly enough damage, and that is a dieback for him. Jonas trying to escape, and oh, you don't have any more mana left on Disruptor, but they've almost been able to chase. It's time to just focus on the buildings, though, I think. They don't need to kill Jonas here.
Using that ult, trying to run away. Who has a gem?
That's
Disruptor, he's not even close.
So they don't decide to pressure with this as of yet.
But they still have Aegis and Cheese, so they're good to go.
Okay. Ow. Now the net worth graph sure to swing further into the favor of Vega as this game goes on. Sheep stick is going to be the pickup for Mag eventually.
Yeah, he's
Vega
really
looks quite
close.
good.
Really close to it. Dodges the arrow. Slark, what is he building? Boots of travel. He wants to be able to counter that split push coming out from Ember Spirit.
Now they got the weave. They threw out a poison touch, but the pipe is already there. EGM is
Nice
just gone.
play.
It's too quick, too fast. They get the hook onto Ditya. They're going to control him. Slark immediately pops it back off, though. Drops his ulti as well. Limp in the static storm. They've got the leash on him as well. The stun, the silence, the dead Ember Spirit. And, well, they bring back in Ditya.
Nice
okay, he's gone. That is obviously no Aegis on him, so a scary moment for Vega. They're going to retreat.
Why does Slark need so much time to respawn? Did he buy back?
It was the scythe.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. They actually don't have Aghanims yet because Necro had to obviously buy back in that previous one, but he's getting close to it now.
Yeah, the Scepter cooldown is really great on that Reaper sight. 25 seconds, you can use it at least twice in a fight. If you don't die, of course.
Well, there's ways for Alliance to win this game still. It needs to come off the back of in these team fights when the big ultis are down and teams are spread out. And there might be a pickoff potential here, but yeah, Vega are going to be really careful about this. They back out. They don't want to step too far forward. They realize this pressure on the tier 3 tower in the top lane. Nobody is there to defend it. There's nowhere else that Alliance could have been.
In the next few minutes, it favors Vega Squadron a lot more. If you look at the items coming out from them in the next, let's say, 2 or 3 minutes max, it's gonna be Aghanims on Disruptor, Hex on Darkseer, plus Aghanim Scepter on Earth Spirit as well. On the other side, all you're gonna have is Aghanim Scepter on a Necro.
Does afford them an opportunity to get back into this game, though. Very few heroes from Vega are going to be keeping buyback, it looks like. So there is a chance that you win a fight here. Maybe you run down a lane. They don't have the best tower pushers, though, either. That's really a hard game.
Yeah, both teams don't have that good of a tower hitters and buildings in general. Well, Vega has better ones for sure in Slark and Ursa.
And, well, Hanskin just getting beat in the head by some rocks as the mud golems were throwing them at him.
Yeah, plus Ursa has Abyssal Blade as well. I forgot to mention that.
They do really only have the buyback right now, though, on the Disruptor, so...
and
maybe.
And still have Cheese and Aegis.
All right, so what you're telling me is that this is going to be hard. This is going to be a very hard haul.
They need some good hooks to tier 4 towers. With Necro just ulting that guy.
They buy a Dagon. They need cheap damage. It's not super cheap, but it's a little something. Hook back in Ditya. Okay,
there it is.
This is going to jump. That's what they needed. The burst on point for Jonas. Now looking for more. We talked about the lack of buybacks. Maybe this is going to be their opportunity to make the play. Static Storm dropped hits onto nothing. Vega maybe have overstayed a little bit too long to get the sheep on the Loda, but still hero people. Limp is facilitating all of this. The chain's not off cooldown as of yet. But they did take the fight to Ditya. He's gone for a long time, and now Mag trying to run away. Not going to happen. Arrow coming in is going to connect. Another big one. E-Blade, everything. Dagon, they take down Mag forever as well. 100 seconds without the Darkseer and 80 without the Slark. How does this play out?
They'll probably lose a tower, at least.
Going for shrines.
Slark making it hard for his team. Second time getting hooked to tier 4 tower. Not popping BKB.
Yeah, that was
he needs to be more careful. Yeah, I don't know why he's even standing there. His team was on the opposite side.
100 seconds. 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 Still 30 seconds away from Slark, and it looks like Alliance are going to have to be content for the moment with just taking down the Shrines, which, no, maybe setting this game a little bit back more onto parity. Over the next, let's say that the game continues sort of on this pace back and forth for 20 minutes. Who do you feel like kind of has the advantage at that point? Or is it still like kind of up in the air and even, or heavily favored towards Vega?
I still think Vega has an upper hand. They just need to execute the combo really good and be careful not to get hooked, even though it's gonna be so hard because Ember Spirit is gonna be level 25 soon, has Octarine core, so 5 seconds you can land a hook however you want, pretty much.
Yeah. That is definitely one of the ways to this game slightly easier for Alliance, is if Ember gets up to that 25 and then throwing those hooks out.
Pudge has 2.5k gold. He can go for a Blink Dagger or either Aether Lance, which he has in a quick buy. I would personally go for a Blink Dagger so I can position myself better those 5 seconds. You can do whatever you want. But let's see what he goes for.
And Hanskin going for the late game Aether Lens. Just needs that extra little bit of range out of it. Buyback statuses, they've almost all come off cooldown now. Dazzle's the only one that's left, about a minute away from that, and then we'll start getting into issues with how much gold they actually have. Feels like probably this next Roche fight is where we're going to be having the action happen. If not before with Ditya, who's got a haste rune. You know, when I see those, I almost feel as if it's like almost a detriment, because you feel like you're so invincible and maybe you end up getting caught out.
You need to be careful when playing against Pudge and diving, especially with Shrines as well. If you get a hook, good hook, which he did last 2 fights, we saw that Alliance wins those fights.
Blink Ags on Earth Spirit as well, so beyond just being able to pull your allies back with Geomagnetic Grip, you also have the Enchant Remnant ability, capable of catching these guys out and, well, saving allies or controlling Alliance, one or the other. Vega have all the dang vision in the world, and actually they're going to spot out the Ember here. Limp needs to be careful.
They smoked to use the scan. Probably Vega knows something fishy going on.
Oh yeah.
Here, fishy.
Ooh. If they find Ditya again, they spot him with that ward? It did look like they have an eyes on him.
They do. His
Ditya will know that
up.
that's there too.
They know Roche is up, using bottom ulti, trying to get a kill.
Yeah. Oh, now they see it. His Dark Pack was just used. Hook,
nice,
they found him. They got it. That's going to be, well, he gets his BKB off, so they're not going to be able to kill him, at least through this first initial blast, but still controlling him for the moment as they drop down the Static Storm, connects onto 2 with the wall. Jonas and Limp in a lot of trouble now, and the Magnetized down as well. Lotus doing his best to keep his allies alive, and it looks like Limp is going to try and TP home. Is he going to burn to it? No, he survives on 50 HP, and they are going to be able to glimpse back in Lotus, so he probably not so lucky. No. They take down 3. Buyback not there for Jonas.
Good execution there by Vega, plus Slark is catching Dazzle as well. We'll see if he's gonna be able to TP out. Bash. Nothing. Unlucky.
Wow.
They're gonna go for Roche. Well, Dazzle was more lucky.
Exactly.
This time, as we saw, quick reaction from Ditya on that BKB, which won them the fight. Plus the well-executed combo from Seer and Art Spirit, plus Disruptor again.
Do you think maybe it'd be worth it for Pudge just to go back for a Blink Dagger next instead of this Aether Lens? You can get that instant lockdown and not give him the opportunity?
Yeah, it's better for positioning, especially with 4 staff. You can do whatever you want. It's like over 1,000 range.
Well, the pressure now going into the mid lane. No level 25s as of yet, but these barracks are falling, and they want to hold off as long as they can on those buyback for Necro if they can afford to, so they're going to save their melee barracks actually. Vega opting to focus the range one, maybe a little bit of a mistake there, and because of it now everybody from Alliance is going to be able to be here. They get the chains onto G, forcing them back. And it looks like they're actually going to be able to keep them back away from it.
They want to go in again.
Letting Cardi hit at this. Snakeo looked for an enchant remnant but couldn't find it. He was wanting to kick somebody out. Good recognition by Alliance there to play it a little bit safer. That is the play though.
Oh, Aghanim Scepter is completed on Disruptor. That's a huge item, one of the best Aghanim Scepter upgrades. Ursa is in.
Loda, pull him back in, silence there, vacuum wall onto 2, Stag Storm, drop down on top of it, and this is going to be the Ags one, so no way to get out, no way to survive. Gem on the ground, they buy back on Loda immediately. Barracks are down, Arrow not going to connect onto any heroes, and if they're not careful, there could be another jump in. Snakeo looking for it with that enchant remnant. Instead, it's just going to be Digio who finds Jonas, pops his BKB, turns to fight the stun silence. They're able to pull back in G. Still alive. Jonas, okay. The chain's going to connect from Limp. This is kind of looking like it could end up... Oh, it's not enough. G isn't even going to end up dying as of yet. He might end up just sacrificing his life so he can get the Aegis comeback.
2 seconds for all. Like 1 second. Oh, he even blinked. Oh, he died.
Yep, Limp finds Ditchia. Loda here, trying to get a leap for Scythe, but it's not going to happen. Everybody's just out and away. Chase, they can't keep up with them. Mag, G, they found one. But G pounds the ground in protest. And Handskin going to be the one that ends up getting caught here. So they end up finding 1 kill off the back of this.
2 minutes for Darkseer.
Yeah, they got to force buybacks.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Both mid-Rex is down. Alliance need to make something happen. At least force a buyback.
Now looking 35 to 22, taking a look at a 20,000 net worth lead and about the same amount of experience. Very tough to imagine anything really changing the status quo of this game at this point. They've got the Pounce Leash, the elusive and not often seen level 25 Earth Spirit, 300 boulder damage. That's what you get when you get a Midas that early on.
Yeah, Rolling Boulder, 4 seconds cooldown plus 300 damage.
God.
Seems good to me.
Yeah, definitely. Why not?
Let's see what Raptor has. +4 Thunderstrike hits. Probably everyone would agree that that's the better one. It gives you vision plus all that damage. It's really good.
We've got the Jonas multi-arrow as well, which is a pretty neat little ability. So 3 arrows at once. They throw one out. Actually, catch it with the arrow on the left. Yo, Jonas, that was sick. That was great play right there. And Snakeo also in trouble, is going to get stunned up. They bring him down too. Alliance suddenly strike back, and that's 90 seconds, 120 seconds.
I want to see a replay of that triple arrow hitting Slark.
That was insane. And now they're going to throw in another one. They're able to catch on a G. He pops it off, so that's ulti now down for 18 more seconds. Glyph has been forced out. They don't want to buy back here, but they might just have to. Honestly, they have hooks, they have arrows, they have 5 seconds catching them. They bring back the Static Storm onto 3, and, well, the buyback, they don't get the hook to pull them back out. Another nice stun gets turned back around. Lip is going to maybe be able to survive through this. He jumps out and away. Ekro is gone for 100 seconds, though, with no buyback. Ditchiara still chasing. Dead, the stun. Oh, they're going to get out of there. He is going to go down. Remnant was off cooldown in a second, and on the other side, they found Handskin. So they lose to the buyback from Ember. They know that they need these heroes left alive.
Yeah, Loda doesn't have a buyback for 3 minutes. Let me check who has a buyback.
They have it on Ursa, Mirana, as well as Darkseer.
Ember Spirit, no buyback, and no buyback on Necro. They need to go in.
Well, time to slow down the push. Whatever ability they have to do so. Dazzle's going to pressure out this top lane and try and apply some more pressure while this is all going on. But 10 seconds to Pudge, 40 to Necro. They hold. Oh, arrow onto Ditya. And forced to use that Dark Pack. But again, another chain, so he is just stuck here. E-Blade combo? He forced the BKB. He's brought down to 500 HP. This Mirana late game is actually working quite well. They pull back in G also. Gonna be able to control him. They throw down another Static Storm. It doesn't connect onto anybody. Mag gets caught by the arrow. Vega are really crumbling here. They're not playing this the way that they've been playing up until this point. Oh, a little bit off the mark.
Nice
a nice save. Seneko making sure his buddy is okay there. Now with Necro back up shortly, Vega caught out in trouble. G. Okay.
He still has ultimate and Black King bar ready, but Necro coming out in 2 seconds.
That's
and there's
right.
Multiple. Look at the
that
bottom
is a
arrows.
question mark and a half. That is a question mark and a half.
That's a puppy pause right there.
All right. Well, G pops his BKB, is still going to be controlled. They use the Enrage. Chase continues. They're pull back in. Oh, this is onto Limp. It would have been a nice catch onto G. Going to run out of BKB shortly, but suddenly this is all turning back into the favor. Alliance Geomagnetic Grip from the Earth.
2 seconds for ulti.
Oh, they catch him with another arrow.
He has a buyback though.
2 minutes still, and they can force this one out. Buyback status is not all the way there across the board. Alliance have hit a very strong timing here with these level 25s and everything else.
Yeah, this bottom triple arrow. That it seems a bit funny, but it's really good. Like you're trying to run away from it, then there's from another direction coming another arrow. There's nowhere to run.
Yeah, it's like playing a boss from the Super Nintendo era or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just throwing a bunch of stuff at you, gotta dodge. And it's also just a ton of vision. That's the other nice part about it. All right, well, 54 minutes into this, the Alliance have given us a lot of great games so far today. At least 2 of them that were pretty entertaining and shaping up to be a third here today.
This one too, as well. What do you think about the Ember Spirit? That build with Octarine Core, people can't move for 5 seconds. Do you think it will be fixed?
Yeah, because it's actually on a 5-second cooldown too.
Yeah, you're perma-rooted. That's pretty overpowered in my opinion.
Especially because BKBs start wearing down late game now too. Like, you're at 5 seconds for the Slark. You're at, I believe, 5 seconds, or 8 seconds for the Ursa. Yeah, it's pretty hard to deal with.
We saw in the previous game, Ember Spirit plus Phantom Assassin just throwing 2, 3, 4 daggers on the heroes that are perma-chained.
Can I mention real quickly as well? We've got Seneko here with the Geomagnetic Grip. Look at the range on this with Aether Lens, his ability to pull his teammates.
Wow, it's really huge.
Yeah, that is quite a defensive spell. Oh, a little bit of calm before the storm as both Alliance and Vega get their options weighed before them. Still a long time before Roche respawns. It's one of the really longer ones. What's your read on the way that this is going to play out over the next couple of minutes here and the next team fight? Like, what does each team need to make sure they accomplish?
I think they need to get, as for Vega Squadron, they need to execute their combo really good to win a fight and focus the Dazzle first. They have a good stuff to focus him with. Both Slark with Blink and Abyssal and Ursa as well. Alliance needs to really be spread out in a fight just to hook out whoever is caught in a Disruptor ulti because of the Aghanim Scepter.
Ooh.
And Loda is getting close to his BKB. It's gonna make a difference.
Yeah, that's kind of the scary thing about this, is that we haven't really seen him catch back up and farm yet, and when he eventually does, this is a hero to be reckoned with in the late game. He's still got a lot of room to grow.
Yeah, if you look at Heartstopper Aura, late game, 1.8% of your HP.
Yeah. Very, very good. And Sion Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello, I'm here.
Everything just froze up for a second. I don't know what that was, but it looked like Dota went down for a second. We're back though. We're here. We should be
Everyone
here.
is here, all right, all good. No
All right, we're just gonna
shenanigans.
assume that everything's gonna be fine. That scared the crap out of me. Let me just double check that the stream is still working as well. Mag gets caught by the stun. We need to see some Lotus Orbs. That has to come out pretty soon here for Vega, right?
Yeah. Pudge building towards Aghanim Scepter. He's really far from it, but still. If you look at the Darkseer, he has a Lincoln Sphere as well. Everyone
Got
is
the
so
stun onto
farmed.
Ditya. They almost were able to hook him back in as well, but didn't quite happen. And arrows going out. G is there. He wants to start trying to hit Roshan. This is quite a bold move. I do believe that Alliance realized that this is happening. There were some wards in the area, so he just sort of... Rosh lightened up a little bit.
It's very hard for Vega to take down Rosh before taking a huge fight and winning it. Everyone is so farmed. I mean, it's 60 minutes, but look at the items bottom. Dagon 5, EB has 5,000 gold.
Kaji, he's alone there. He pops his BKB. Seneko also going to get caught by those chains, so he can't get out of there. And maybe in some more trouble. They are going to run back and away. Mag still contained by this. Arrow goes out. They're able to pull him back in. A lot of damage being dealt out. They have a magnetized, but, well, the Static Storm is not going to do all that much. Loda is caught in it, though, and he is in some trouble. Can they find that kill?
Grave.
Nice grave. EGM keeping his buddy alive and is going to be able to heal so much from this Ghost Shroud, trying to force Staff out and away, but they have caught on to Ditya Ra, as well as Sioma. They found both of them with the arrow. They buy back on Loda. The other side of the fight still being chased. Seneko seeing if he can kill off Handskin. And that is going to be another one fallen. In the meantime, they've caught out Mag. And Mag dropping here would be quite huge. And it does look like it's going to end up happening with Loda coming back in and the Reaper Scythe. So both teams are losing one hero apiece.
Yeah, but
is 2 minutes without
Loda bought back in the fight. Nice grave coming from Dazzle, but it wasn't enough. Darkseer, however, has a buyback ready if they wanna force the Rosh fight.
It does look like Twitch is terrifying. Is there anything else like really big that you could build into next for the Ursa? He's top of the net worth right now. It feels like he's pretty much got what he needs. Is this the point where the hero starts falling off?
Yeah, but he can still build either Moon Shard, but I would prefer having a Refresher Orb in his backpack.
Okay. We do also see right now that Alliance moving into the Rosh pit. This was scouted by Vega Squadron. They throw out another arrow. Chia pushed back. Seneko is still here. They can go for a counterplay if they want to. E-Blade also gets thrown out, but Rosh also a lot harder to kill at these later game scenarios.
Yeah, look at the armor on Rosh.
Even with every bit of minus armor they have. Well, in the meantime, Ember is just going to be able to keep on rejoining the team and looking for the hook.
Oh,
Handskin went deep for this, but they found him right at the start.
in.
EGM pulled back in. He is going to be able to live through this, at least at the start, and now the combo comes in. Earth Spirit is gone. That is a Scythe on top of him. Ditya Ra pops his BKB. EGM still alive through all of this. Alliance have played this fight just about perfectly, and G is going to die for it. They lose their Dazzle,
nice
but they
save.
take him back. Now, you're going to be able to find some more from this. Chains connect onto Seneko. The arrow is also going to hit. Ditchia is in the background and they can go for this play, but they
Necro
pull up
ult.
to the high ground. No way in for this right now. Vag, Mackie Wall onto 2 with the stun, trying to roll out. They dropped the static storm. Oh, Vega,
What a combo.
they made it work. That was a beautifully played combo, and it is going to end up turning it back around to their favor. The hook, they were trying to save Jonas. Not going to happen. Ditchia turns on to Hanskin. It doesn't look like Alliance is going to be able to get back in time. That looked so bad, but the plays. Oh, Mag from the low ground.
Did you see that save from Earth Spirit on G? Just amazing. He had like 100 HP left. Plus, Necrolite doesn't have a buyback at this moment for the next 3.5 minutes, even more, almost 4.
Oh, wow. That was a beautifully executed team fight at first from Alliance, and then Vega ended up taking advantage of it at the end. Whatever we could say about, you know, stuff that happened earlier in the game, both of these teams have shown up in the late game.
Yeah, load up picking out cheese. There's a free cheese on the ground. Slark, he needs to buy an item. 7,000 gold on him. Plus 7,000 gold on Ursa as well. Whatever.
I don't care. At this point, it is. The plus side is that this is still tier 3 towers that are here and almost getting pulled back in. They have 40 seconds before Loda is with them.
Dire's top tower.
Series of very long games already from Alliance. Ditchia takes down the tower. They're still going to be able to do a good bit of damage to this, but the pipe putting in a lot of work as well. Light a fist out there, hooked a little bit off the mark, able to find a couple. Limp diving in deep for this one. They pull back in Jonas.
Nice play.
Oh, that was a really good one. Enchant Totem afterwards, and Mirana still alive in here with the Grave, but it's not for long. Is going to be brought down eventually, and that's a dieback. 2 minutes. They can't pull back out Limp either. He is going to go down. They buy back for him. He's going to jump back into the fray, dealing damage to G as well. Necro is back up in 8 seconds, and they might be able to last long enough. They have another Grave here available if they want to use it. He's just going to be able to run it out. So they lose the top set of barracks. I don't know if Vega want to stick around for more, though. It looks like they're just going to have to be content with that.
They want to go back a bit and heal and then go back in again. There's a huge wave at the bottom.
Snako enchant remediing the Mirana and then able to kick him in towards the static storm was just excellent play.
Soneko really playing well on that Earth Spirit. Besides Jarex, I think top 3 Earth Spirit players overall.
On another little pause.
Oh, headset choking part 2.
That was it's the odyssey of the headset that's choking Hanskin. Oh god. For anybody that missed the beginning of this game, that's why they paused at the start, but oh lordy.
Oh. Alliance seems to play a lot of games that go behind 60-minute mark.
Right? That kind of blows my mind. We've had 3 games so far, and 2 of the Alliance games have gone more than 60 minutes. I think we've had probably 5 that have done that the entire rest of the EU qualifiers.
They're smoked. They're trying to get a pick off with that Blink Hex on Darkseer or just casual Earth Spirit plays.
Good decision by Loda there to force up to the high ground. The Earth Spirit definitely could have jumped on him right there and caught him. Like Soneko has become a bat rider in some ways. Like, look at it. He's a bat rider. Look at him. He's rolling back out. They got him. Bat rider Soneko, Hanskin. He's in trouble. He's going down. They're gone. And now over here as well, they're going to be able to go on to EGM. I don't think they're going to be able to find that kill. It does look like somehow they were able to keep the Pudge alive. And now Lotus still caught in the static storm yet again. Magnetized out onto a lot of these heroes. But Vega, they are so hard to kill off. It was a buyback from the Ursa. Hanskin still alive somehow through all of this. And now the damage starting to ramp up. They might be able to turn this back around. Limp is chasing. They got the chains control onto him. That is no Earth Spirit for 2 minutes. No buyback either. But Ditchia still alive.
Being full HP. Whole fight. Well, now they're starting to focus him.
Yeah, and well, the chains are still going to connect. They glimpse it back in. Static Storm is going to be up in 23 seconds, and Slark, this might be the end of Limp as he's trying to get out in a way. Does have another remnant he can use here. They want to just turn and fight. They take down Ditya. That's 2 minutes without him. 4 dead. Alliance. The max of magical damage. Did it work?
Can Alliance do it?
And they might be able to. Sioma, nice juke there, but another huge turnaround. 12,200 gold swing. Ember Spirit dealt 13,000 damage in the fight.
Yeah,
more than the entire rest of the team of Vega.
That's what I wanted to say. There was a full HP Ember Spirit just doing whatever he wanted to do. I don't know what Slark was doing the whole fight. He only had 5 stack of Essence Shift, so it means he didn't even hit anyone.
And it wasn't any like big play or anything. It was just slowly whittling them down. And probably EGM as well, to me, has been playing a great game. Or I don't know if it's great or if it's just that Vega hasn't been focusing the Dazzle, but he has gotten Graves off that have lasted forever. So much damage pumped into targets that just aren't going to die.
Yeah, EGM really showing good performance on that Dazzle. Well, check out his level, huh?
Oh my god, did he get it?
Almost.
He's level 24.
It's so close, so close.
Alright, what are the other talents? Inskin found Ditya. Alright, Disruptor has it.
Plus 60
Magic
Shadow Heal.
That's probably the better play for Disruptor, honestly. Cooldown reduction, stats,
magic resistance. 47 magic resistance basic for Disruptor.
He went for the poison touch. So he has 1 second poison touch.
Alright, let's see how that works out.
And it costs 70 mana every time.
And it stacks, so you can have 9 damage duration 10, you can have 9 stacks of poison touch on yourself.
Because there's an animation for it though, you can't get it timed perfectly with the stun every second, but...
Yeah, maybe 8 charges, let's say. 8 stacks.
That's so much slow. That is a ridiculous
even with only two of them, you're probably not gonna move.
So who would be the best to throw that on? G after he pops his BKB and... Well, even if he pops Aghanims, like in just another second, he's gonna have another poison touch.
Oh, funny. Plus he has 3.4k gold. Maybe get that Ether Lance to throw it from bigger distance.
This might be one of the very first games where we actually have all heroes in the game having level 25 talents. And
Pudge is level 23.
He's getting close.
Sell that Windlace by Midas. Throw it twice. Level 25.
Yeah, it's 70 minutes into this one, and Pudge has a Windlace. Value. Okay, so let's try and regain our composure here again. We're keeping in mind Disruptor has an Aghanim Scepter. We're keeping in mind that there's now Lotus Orbs on all these heroes, Lincoln Spheres on Darkseer. Who's the #1 priority for each of these teams to focus in the fight?
They need to focus the Dazzle for sure.
Okay, so the Vega need to focus the Dazzle. What about Alliance?
Alliance need to get hand on Disruptor if they can. Well, he has a BKB now as well before throwing that ultimate.
Okay. So before they do that, Seneko...
Or Earth Spirit, or Earth Spirit, because Earth Spirit can save anyone from their team.
Okay.
And just deal with the rest later.
They have bots.
Everyone is so farmed. 71 minute.
Yeah, this is crazy. This is not something that you normally expect. Slark also has just the casual Moon Shard. What about for him? Is it worth it to keep this, or do you need to like go for that super late game refresher that you sometimes see on Slarks?
Yeah, he needs a refresher definitely to have that BKB and the second ultimate.
Keep in mind, everybody, this is game #1 of our second series, so we're not even halfway through the day of just all Alliance games.
Well, maybe Alliance is the reason why we are behind the schedule.
It's a possibility. You can understand, though, they've got to be able to take a couple of breaks in between these matches, like, no other way. Also, I'd love to see Alliance pick up a few more homes if there are any more available. Just throw them onto Pudge.
Oh,
yeah, it looks like
yeah,
Dazzle's going to pick it.
He's buying it for him.
Good.
Okay, getting close.
Where'd it go?
When it's Roche up, Roche can be up soon.
Yeah. Roche is also going to become a lot more difficult to kill as this game continues. I don't remember what the exact timings are on it, but getting that extra HP and armor is a real trouble to take down. Oh, maybe a little bit of a battle of Bruin. Both of them back out. Ember and Sion, nobody is comfortable running into people.
You need to be really careful against those 3 arrows plus hook. You can't dodge everything.
Roche has 35 armor right now.
And 14,000 HP.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Anything else? Abyssals on pretty much everybody. The 2 cores for side of Vega. Oh, maybe something going on down bottom. Jonas trying to find, but not gonna happen. And I guess buyback is also the other big thing you're waiting for. Boots of Travel level 2, incredibly important. Although not everybody has been able to invest in them yet. And Roshan is going to start to get taken.
They will do it. It will die really quickly. Look at Ursa beating the crap out of it.
So that is Roche now, and
okay, there's a free cheese.
I mean, that's got to be at least a little bit of a problem for Alliance here, like giving that one up. And I guess they don't have Helm of the Dominator or anything to throw into there for vision.
Ursa has MKB in backpack. I think he needs that instead of Diffusal Blade. No, Diffusal Blade against bottom Ethereal Blade and Necro's second spell plus Ghost Scepter.
Limp does also have now a Bloodthorn online, and it looks like Slark is about to finish off and get his buyback online. So the only person that doesn't have it in the game right now is going to be that Disruptor, who is getting ever closer to it, but not as of yet. And Pudge also going to go back for the Scepter next. This would be a pretty huge pickup for him.
Yeah, especially with level 25 Ember with Octarine. You can just hook 2 people out, actually.
All right, well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is the moment. We have to watch for Alliance, making sure they do not get caught out in one big group. They have to play this ever careful, and Ditchiara walked forward, doesn't want to overextend. Chain's going to connect again, and you do have arrows coming out from Mirana. Snako.
Oh, this is going to be epic. Every hero has a buyback in 30 seconds. You can expect an epic fight. A lot of buybacks if they want to do it. Maybe just farm a little bit, level up. What do you say?
No. It's time to go now. It is time to go. They hook back in Ditchiara. Okay, there's the jump forward. Sineko able to keep him alive for the moment. Dropping low. And is it going to be enough there on top of Jonas? A really good static storm. The Grave is there to keep him alive, but Loda is going to be the one that falls. The vacuum back onto all of them. There's buybacks across the board for Alliance. Pudge is here as well. Everybody bought back into it. They need to be able to find some kills off the back of this, but Limp already very far forward. They get the chains onto Mag. He's going to be able to run away. Lotus Orb there as well, but now Ember actually silenced himself. And I think that will be enough for Vega. You take a look at where those buybacks are at now. You don't have them on a lot of the heroes for Alliance.
Yeah, three heroes bought back. Pudge, Necro, and Bottom. So they're just gonna regroup and go again. They still have Cheese and Aegis.
My god. And you can see there was 0 experience exchange because Pudge died early on in it, and still 6,000 gold.
Yeah, 76-minute game, boys.
I like, by the way, that Necro right now is still holding his 5 tangos in his backpack. It's great.
Classic Loda. He lacked that BKB in fights for quite some time.
Well, Alliance now a little bit more difficult of a team fight to take. And we're starting to get into that situation where ion shells break the game. We've got crazy particle effects. They kick him back in again. Oh no, the Bat Rider Seneko, Loda is there and trying to run away. They have the, well, Grave to try and keep him alive. I don't know if it's going to end up being enough though. They have the jump forward. Hanskin also in trouble. He's going to drop. Can Limp somehow pull this out for them? I don't know if it's going to happen. Chiara onto EGM. They're chasing. This is going to potentially be it. Rocks are falling from the sky. Limp trying to run out. Is going to be able to remnant away, but not quite in time. EGM still there, helping out his team with the Lotus Orb, but is finally going to be brought down. He has buyback. Jonas and Fam, they try to bring them low. They still haven't been able to take this last round of barracks. And, well, the stun going to connect on the Limp. He's still okay. Kick back again. Lotus, no, he's gone. The buyback from him now comes out. EGM having to Grave himself. They just don't have the damage. It's too tough for them. And Jonas, possibly. Arrows not going to connect.
Flopped.
Bottom lane, they're keeping their eyes over it on now. And G starts to hit the barracks.
What a game.
Everything has fallen. And you thought for a little while there that it could have ended up turning back around. The game is still not over, but with 60 seconds, no Loda, keeping on throwing out the spells. The Poison Touch stacks are coming out. Sioma, they drop the Static Storm, or rather Kinetic Field onto nothing. And now Geomagnetic Grip pulling him away. Hook off the mark for Dichiara. Too many creeps in the base right now. Another jump forward from the Ember. Vega's still respecting them.
Yeah, 40 seconds on that Necro. But every hero has a buyback on Vega.
It's just so devastating. For a while, people have been saying no hero does what Bat Rider does, but I mean, Seneko pulling one hero out of the game, it's just... Oh. Chia, hook off the mark. One more melee here.
I can't believe they're still holding.
Bloodthorn onto G. Mag there. Sheepstick on EGM. Force staffed away. Jonas looking for his opening. They have the arrow to go out. It ends up connecting onto him. While he was mid-pull, they can bring down Dichiara. He is going to go down, and now Sioma as well. In some trouble. A vacuum wall onto 2. Static Storm drop down on top of it, and the stun comes from Seneko. They're trying to force it down, but the glyph comes out. The barracks is going to hold, at least for now. They're controlling G. He is not going to go down as of yet. Another Enchant Remnant kicking him out and away. Oh, Seneko with the plays. Mag might end up going down himself. And
Seneko trying to hit the racks.
He can't do it. He is going to drop. So that is
no
3
damage.
dead now in Vega. And they have to force a buyback here, but it's just going to be too tough, I think. Their base is being pressured in.
Maybe we'll just wait for another Roche, another Aegis, plus cheese.
Pretty absurd. And we're seeing some of the value of the Midas that Earth Spirit picked up earlier. I mean, he is higher net worth right now than Loda.
Yeah, but why did he sell Midas? He can still use it from the backpack. Yeah.
Pudge almost to that 25 himself. I don't know if anything that he has really makes a huge difference. He'll get maybe a lot more HP as 18 flesh heap sacks.
In 80-minute game, if you make that Midas around 10 minutes, you can throw it like, what, 50 times?
Yeah.
Casual 50 times Midas usage. And 81st minute of the game. We still don't see the end.
No. And buybacks are going to be coming off of cooldown a while from now for Alliance, but they want to try and force out these if they possibly can, or at least take down a lane of barracks. So Jonas and Fam hitting away at it. Oh god, they're not going to go for it. Well, can still take it late and take it over the next couple of minutes. The plus side is that Vega, they don't have, like, I guess they pretty much all have Boots of Travel level 2. Mag doesn't. Oh, top lane. Searching. Want to find it. They glimpse him back in. Loda. Oh no, he's going to get caught out again. 100 seconds, no Loda.
No Loda. Does he have a gold? He doesn't even have a gold to buy back.
Being said, they did TP in for that. So they can't get back here to base. That is something going back their direction, as Mag is going to end up falling here. Pops his
Second
pressure
wall.
as well, trying to run
Refresher.
away. Can they do it? He's going to be able to chase. They're going to be able to not quite kill. Another Echo Saber making the plays for them. Silence onto Limp. They back out, so they are forcing all of Vega to come back into this fight here, and looks like they'll be able to escape from it. Still, Ditchia pushes.
Well, it's 82-minute game, and Slark still doesn't have 6 items yet.
Oh, they caught Jonas. They're on top of him. He's going to end up dropping. So no Mirana 2 minutes, and this might just be it. You can see the light shining from on high. That ion shell on the G Ursa, and they hook back in Ditchia Ra. He pops his BKB. There's the static storm. Hanska can only just sort of look on in dismay as this is all going down for him. Ember can still do a decent amount to try and make this work for them, but there's so much magic resistance at this point. Finally, the Mega Creep's fallen. A Remnant forward. Limp is silenced. They hit the arrow. It isn't going to be on the BKB target, though, and now no buyback for the Ember. Vega looking strong in this one, as they are going to be able to most likely pull out a win, barring some miracle. No, that's going to do it. Alliance, they played it just about as well as they could have, but in the end, they are going to be taken down. Loda's back up.
What a game, ladies and gentlemen.
Surrender.
83 minutes.
They blink after each other, and I think you got to give a lot of respect to both of these teams. They both played it well. Like, I don't think that, you know, Alliance, even though they ended up going down by any means, were, you know, bad in this game.
And they put up
give me
a
your
show.
thoughts.
Batrider, MVP definitely of this game. I think Pudge lacked items. If he had Aghanim Scepter, I think it actually might made a difference because of the Searing Chains, and he could have hooked 2 people out. And I don't know, a bit of bad play coming out from Loda, questionable items early on. But still, it's a 83-minute game. There's you can make a 30-minute